Hey YouTube, Midwest American Dad Stuff here again. Just coming at you with another video here. This one's going to be a review. It's going to be a review of a mosquito and kind of a nuisance bug trap. It's called the DynaTrap DT2000XL PSR. Quite a long title for it. In this video I'm going to be going over the price of these things, how well they work, how our experience has been with them. Up here in Michigan over the last few weeks, it's been, mid to low 60s at night, and I'm going to be emptying the traps for the first time since I put them up a couple weeks ago, and we'll see how they work. I'll go over some of the specs and features of them and things like that. So if you're looking for some sort of mosquito control or anything like that, I hope you find this video helpful. And I hope these things, if you do decide to grab a couple of them, I hope they work out for you really well. I'm going to go over how I use them, how I have them plugged in and everything like that. So if you find this video helpful, please like, subscribe. If you have any questions or concerns about them, I'll be happy to answer those questions in the comments. I'll be down in there, interacting with everyone. Hope you guys enjoy this and find it helpful. So this is one of the units, DynaTrap DT2000XL PSR. Kind of a look inside the basket. You can't really see it, but they attract mosquitoes and everything like that. They got these two UV lamps up in there, and then there's a little fan on the inside, and it has a coating. I think it's titanium dioxide or something like that, and it has some sort of chemical reaction with the UV light, and it gives off CO2, and that's what can attract the mosquitoes. But I put an extra pack in there. It's a mosquito attractant, just for a little bit extra. So I got 3 other units just like this one. I turned them off last night because we were having some thunderstorms, so I unplugged them all from the house just to make sure that if they got struck by lightning or whatever, they didn't backfeed the house. So I'm going to show you how this thing kind of comes apart, and we'll dump them all out into this box I got right here, just to kind of see what we got. So I plugged this one back in just to kind of show you how it turns off. So there's this little on-off switch right here. It turns everything off. And I unplugged these things last night, so there's probably a lot of dead stuff in here. But if you just turn it off and go to empty it, there's still going to be some live stuff that comes out at you. So to remove the bottom trap, this thing kind of rotates. Let's see if I can do it one-handed. And it comes down, and then it's got this lid on it, so nothing can really come out. And you grab this thing, kind of pop it open. See how some stuff kind of came out. There's some cottonwood in here. Up here in Michigan, cottonwoods are dropping their stuff. So you can kind of see one of those little packs right there. And this is what came out of the first basket. If you're squeamish, I apologize, but there's moths in here, there's mosquitoes, there's midges, there's these little beetles that are everywhere. We got biting flies, house flies, there's all sorts of stuff in here. So after you dump it, you take this lid and kind of realign it, kind of push it down in there and make sure that it's all back down and in there pretty good. And then you put it back in. It's got these little key slots that are kind of all the way around, and then you just rotate it until it locks. Turn the power switch back on. Lights turn back on, fan turns back on, and you're ready to go. I'm going to end up stopping this one and putting one of those bait traps back in it. I got another one sitting in the garage. This is another one. Had quite a few more moths in it than the other one. That's after number 2. Goes back on. It's on there. This one's number 3. Look at that big old boy. Big June bug. Number 4. Pretty gross. As you can see, there's quite the assortment of insects in here. Anything from beetles to moths to mosquitoes to midges to houseflies. So this thing does catch quite a bit of stuff. I haven't seen any bees or wasps in it though. And since we live in the middle of the woods, I'm just gonna dump these things back out here and let nature take it all back. Birds and mice and whatever else will kind of eat that stuff. Just to show you how they're set up, GFCI plugged in, very important part of it. The other two that are in the front of my yard are plugged into the garage. One of them was a GFCI, but I had to convert the other one into a GFCI. Very important because the units themselves are outside and the end of this extension cord is going to be plugged in outside. So if any water does get in there and start to short out, this will interrupt the circuit and prevent current from flowing and help prevent against electric shock. Orange outdoor extension cord. I chose orange because it's easy to see, as you can tell, just in case someone's walking across it, they don't, not see it and trip over it. And then the outdoor part's pretty important because the outdoor rated ones, they're a little bit more abrasion resistant and they have, a little bit thicker insulation around the outside of them. And underneath all this Scotch Super 33 electrical tape is a watertight cover. It's basically 2 halves that screw together and it's got a gasket that goes in between it. So the cover is supposed to prevent water from getting into the connection and shorting out, but as an extra layer of protection, I wrapped the whole thing in Super 33. It's done really well, especially through the thunderstorms that we had last night. And then, I got zip ties all the way up, just kind of keep it neat and tidy. And then the shepherd's hook itself, I didn't buy the shepherd's hook that is on Amazon for these units. I ended up just going to my local hardware store and getting a couple of, I think they're like 7-footers for about, I think they were $25 a piece. They're pretty quiet too, about, 10-12 feet away from this thing. Can barely hear the fan running. So as you can see, these things work pretty well. Like I said, we live in the middle of the woods, and since we put these things up, we've noticed quite the difference in mosquito bites. This time last year, we wouldn't be able to sit out on our patio or our front porch without feeling like we were going to be carried away by mosquitoes or drenching ourselves in deep bug spray in order to keep them away. So these have been really good for us. We have noticed quite a difference. So all in all, we really like these things. We think they're great value for money. They work really well for us. So if you guys are interested, I'm going to post some links in the description. I hope you guys like this video, and I'll see you guys later.